Hi everyone, today we'll be talking about the biodiversity crisis in freshwater ecosystems. Hi everyone, my name is Alice and I'm your friendly neighborhood scientist. Today I'll be talking to you about how to save our world and all the creatures in it. Hashtag beautiful biodiversity. So before we get into it, let me give you a fun scenario to think about. Let's say you go to the lake for a fun weekend to see all your favorite animals. But then you realize that none of the animals are anywhere to be seen. Where have they gone off to? Well, to explain where they've gone, you first need to understand the concept of biodiversity. What is biodiversity, you ask? Well, biodiversity actually refers to the variety of life in the world or in a particular habitat or ecosystem. The reason you no longer see your favorite animals is because there is a large decrease in the biodiversity of freshwater ecosystems. This is caused by many different reasons. The common factor among all these reasons is how humans currently interact with the environment. In fact, it comes down to six main categories, which are hydrological alterations, habitat degradation and loss, pollution, overexploitation, invasive species, and climate change. People can change the dynamics of the water cycle by creating dams and diversion to use water for energy, agriculture, industry, and domestic use. This large scale production system results in reduction of the quantity, reliability, and quality of our fresh water, which then eventually affects other ecosystems. Another thing we should elaborate on is how bad invasive species can be on freshwater ecosystems. An invasive species is often the result of people traveling and bringing along a new organism with them, which is then able to reproduce in a new place without any predators. Just look at all these invasive worms. This invasive species will compete and even could harm the native species, which creates a cascading ripple effect that affects all the other species in the ecosystem. So you may be thinking right now, why is this important? Why should we save our freshwater ecosystems? Well, to answer that, let's take a closer look. Freshwater is necessary to the survival of more than 100,000 of the world's species. This water only makes up about 3% of the world's water, and only half of that is in a liquid form that we can use. Freshwater ecosystems provide essential regulating functions like water purification, flood control, and the treatment of industrial and human pollutants. There's so much freshwater does for us. So, how do we actually save it? Well, there are actually a few ways. We could start by accelerating the implementation of environmental flows. Some methods of doing this are river basin planning, proper water allocation by water distribution companies, and creating better infrastructure design. Another way to do it is by improving water quality to sustain aquatic life. So, this can help all the animals you missed on your lake trip earlier. Some ways to do this is by regulating polluting industries and factories, and also improve our agriculture practices that we use currently. One very important thing we could do is protect our critical habitats. We can do this by restoring habitats where a lot of biodiversity exists. There was actually a recent study that showed how habitat engineering by beavers and other megafauna offers a passive, low tech solution to restore the loss of biodiversity seen throughout freshwater ecosystems. This can help our species come back. Finally, let's speed run through some more solutions. The first of which is managing the exploitation of freshwater species by creating scientific and community based fisheries. We can also prevent and control non native species invasions in freshwater habitats. And last but certainly not least, we can work hard to safeguard and restore freshwater connectivity through dam reoperation and removal. If you guys would like any more information about this topic, you can go to the resources linked down below. Thanks for watching, friends, and I'll see you all next time. I can't wait to save the world with all of you.